What's that? It seems like you guys like the Banished with all those crimson and silver vehicles based on Covenant themes. Psst, well, the Covenant Brute Prowler did it before it was cool. From Mega Bloks Halo, this is the Brute Prowler Attack. Released in 2012, the Brute Prowler Attack was the second major Walmart exclusive throw-in set after the Covenant Strike. Doesn't feature as many figures, but all are exclusive in this deco, including the Brute Prowler itself coming off of the bronze and purple color scheme. There's a fair number of weapons, so let's run through them all. The set includes 2 backpacks for the Marines in gray, a grenade in gray, a battle rifle in gray, 2 magnums in gray, an original assault rifle in surprisingly gray, a mauler in gray, a spiker in gray, and to change things up, a plasma rifle in metallic plum. All the figures are molded in their original form, so the articulation is very limited by comparison, but there's an equal number of UNSC and Covenant members. The first being the UNSC Spartan 2 using the very first mold ever. Probably one of the biggest reasons to get this set if you're a red versus blue fan. This repaint is one of the only solid colors from a set that wasn't featured in the 20 pack. So this is a one-off figure that upped the value overall. Simple movements, black armor with gray painted detail in the undersuit, and gold for the visor. There's no visible wash, but honestly, would that matter? To equal out the Covenant, the Spartan leads a pair of Marines. Both are completely identical with similar colors to the Spartan, aside from the undersuit using the primary color of black, gray armor over top, gray mask, and gold visor. Love these things, and the set includes backpacks for both figures. The set comes with not 1, not 2, but 3 identical Brutes using the crimson armor. The first Brute mold is basically the most average low-level form, so with the rare color, the chance to army build these from a set is welcoming to say the least. Some brown texturing for the fur, crimson color that isn't banished, but who's gonna have a fit if you mix them in? Dark gray for the body, brown for the belt with blue dots, and white painted eyes glaring at you. As I said, this is a recolored version of the Covenant Brute Prowler, changing out the bronze and purple for crimson and something closer to a silver. This would likely go well with the current Banished sets, although outdated with the skiff. However, it does sit well with the Brute Chieftain Charged Chopper. The Prowler itself can function with 2 Brutes, so I guess the third can hang out, maybe hold the map for road trips. From the back, you can remove the entire seat section to plug in the figure. Make a note, the peg just slips into the seat, so keep an eye that it doesn't get stuck in the Brute itself. Handles do not adjust, but they're somewhat easy to attach and cover from these specialized pieces. From the top is the turret section. The cylinder runs through a majority of the set for a figure to be placed in and still rotate with his hands on the turret. The skids themselves can have figures hanging off, and while they're fine with some basic details, the open view of the cut triangle bricks show unpleasing gaps. They attach with 2 pins each. It's secure but wobbles a bit. Nothing worrisome, and you can have some battle damage diorama set. Nothing's more savage than a vehicle that looks like a whale with tusks. This top cover with the hole to fit the cylinder is mostly one piece with a part over top to add detail. Large, custom made, printed over with some scratched lines like it's made out of crayon, blue highlights, and other markings to make it interesting. Underneath are a couple of round pieces so you don't crush the set and break it. And there's some transparent purple highlights if you find it. I like your style. Mostly because there's no stickers. That's a few good points right there. The Brute vehicle is totally suited. It's hefty, bulky, it's like a personalized tank that can still make a mess. That with the crimson dark colors, exclusive colored figures, and an enjoyable machine makes this a pretty decent valued set. If you're a Banished Brute, I'm gonna need to see some ID, my guy.